I'm here. So what's going on, guys? Welcome to the vlog. Welcome back to the vlog. I haven't done this in a while, like a whole week, so I'm a little bit out of practice. But anyway, we're gonna get this video done. Welcome back to the vlog. Here is hoping that you guys are having an amazing week thus far. This is hump day, so hopefully, y'all are making it over the hump. This video, like others, are being filmed in front of a live studio audience, i.e. my channel members. So if y'all see me kind of veer off eye-wise, that's because I'm looking at them trying to make sure that they aren't acting up in the live chat. But so far, we got a smaller crowd today because I'm recording this earlier in the day, so they're behaving, okay? They're behaving. So anyway, today's video is piggybacking off of the last video. You guys tasked me to give you a love spell that required you spending no money. Because y'all remember the earlier video I did Hoodoo money spell without having to spend a dime. This is a simple yet powerful Hoodoo love spell that doesn't require you to spend any money. Now, like I said before, I could have took the cheap way out and said, well, just go to your ancestor altar. That is effective, by the way. But I know what y'all meant, a working that you can do yourselves, because some of y'all, you want to work on somebody that your ancestors may not approve of. But that's not the only instance for this working. I'm joking. So let's dive right into it. And these are things that I just picked outside. Now, I had to rack my brain a little bit, which I like. Even some of the best workers can grow a bit complacent because I plant things that I work with. And so I'm like, people may not have these. So I had to go with things that are more common. And so this is what I've got for y'all. Now, I've got some crepe myrtle flowers, magnolia leaf, and mint. Now, here's the thing. Mint, because I know what y'all gonna say, private, ain't no mint. We gonna have to buy some mint. No, you don't. Because people, y'all don't know and stuff. If you've ever been just walking and you smelled what you thought was, greenery, a lot of times that's old sprouted mint. Old sprouted mint will smell like greenery. So that's from my garden. But anyway, old sprouted mint will smell like greenery. And guess what? If you don't have any fresh mint just out there, and we're gonna stay with the video, not buying nothing, well, go to a Lowe's, Home Depot, or a ritzy grocery store where they have fresh roots, fresh herbs, and just discover you some like Christopher Columbus did. We shouldn't record these live. I'm just kidding. Please don't do that. I'm not bailing you out, so don't do that. But find you if you don't have fresh mint, you can use dried mint, and dried mint is probably better. Okay. So anyway, and the last thing that you're gonna need is some sugar, because look, you trying to get some sugar, you trying to give out some sugar, get you some sugar. So the first thing that you're gonna need to do is you're gonna take this magnolia leaf. Now, magnolia blossoms are great for like a calming bath, but also a relationship rejuvenating bath. This particular tree didn't have any blossoms, but we can still work a love working with the leaf. So you're going to take the leaf and then take you a writing utensil, and you're going to write y'all's names on the back of the leaf. Obviously, there's no names there, but you're going to write y'all's names on the back of the leaf. And then you're going to fold it together so that the two names touch. And put that in a bowl. Then you're going to take the crepe myrtle, that's crepe myrtle blossoms, kind of crinkle, split those up a little bit. And if you don't know what a crepe myrtle is, just find the oldest lady in your neighborhood. I guarantee you, she has them growing in her yard because for some reason, old women love crepe myrtle. It's a really, the reason we use it for a love spell is the same reason why a lot of people like to have it, in their home landscaping because it's beautiful, it's very tough, it's hard to kill. It's very hardy, and plus it creeps a little bit. So that's what you want with your love working. You want something beautiful, but something that's not so superficial that it can just be taken out really easily. Okay, y'all like that, don't you? Now, the mint, take the mint and put the mint down in the bowl. And dried mint actually works better, and you'll see why in a minute. You put the mint down in there because mint is a cooling factor. And see, whether you're going to do what I'm going to show you with someone that you're already with, because it works to rejuvenate, or with someone new, you want to balance the energy out. Okay? When people, a lot of relationships die after the honeymoon phase because you're just hot and heavy and want to be around each other all the time. Oh, you so sweet. Oh, you so sweet. How you doing? Good morning. Crap like that. And after a while, you like, relationships just ebb and flow. So the crepe myrtle will heat things up a bit while the mint cools, so you don't the highs won't be so high that they're unrealistic, and the lows won't be so low that they're worth leaving over. You just have a steady, comfortable medium. And that's a successful relationship when y'all have a steady, comfortable medium. Okay? And like I said, everything goes down in the bowl. And then, well, I'm not wasting my sugar, y'all. But you fill the bowl up with sugar. Y'all see, this is all the sugar I got. I need to go to the store. And I don't anticipate needing any sugar right now, but I ain't about to pour it out. I'm sorry. But you're gonna fill the bowl up with sugar, covering everything up. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna read from the book of Ruth, chapter 1, verses 16 and 17. I was using, well, not using this, but I was giving this scripture out to someone earlier today. But I've used this a lot. A lot of people like to work from the Song of Solomon, but for a particular love spell, a love working, you want to go with the book of Ruth, chapter 1, verse 16 and 17. Listen to the words. And Ruth said, entreat me not to leave thee, or to return from following after thee. For whither thou goest, I will go, and where thou lodgest, I will lodge. Thy people shall be my people, and thy God my God. Where thou diest, will I die, and there will I be buried. The Lord do so to me, and more also, if aught but death were to part thee and me. So you kind of tying that person to you. So they just like, dang, I sure want to be with such and such. All right. Now, you are going to leave this out in the sun. Why are we leaving it out in the sun? Because y'all said y'all wanted to work and that you didn't have to spend any money. So I can't, tell you to put a candle in there. So you can leave it out in the sun and it'll be just as effective. If you have ever done my fenugreek money working, then this looks familiar to you because it works off of the same principle. Okay? You're going to put this out in the sun at a specific time. But when you put it out there, you're going to pray Genesis chapter 1 verses, well, it's going to be in the beginning because you're going to be reciting in the beginning. Chapter 1, verses 1 through 3. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the water, and God said, let there be light. And you're going to put it out there. Okay? Now, if you have a windowsill that gets a lot of sun, you can sit it up there too. You need to time this working for a time that you are going to be home, because this working has to be done from dawn to solar noon. See, I always say we never work with the moon, we work with the sun. And this is how we do. When we're trying to build something, we work from dawn to solar noon, from the time the sun is rising till it gets to its highest point. When we're trying to tear down hex or something like that, then we work from just after solar noon to sunset. The sun is going down. We're tearing something down. We're removing something. So to build from dawn to solar noon, rising, to tear down from just after solar noon to sunset. Okay? So you, since this is a love spell, obviously you want to build something. You want to set this in the sun or in a sunny place from dawn to solar noon. And you can Google where solar noon is. Or just stick with 12 p.m. Okay? That's fine. Because true solar noon isn't too far off of there, depending on where you are. Just stick with 12 p.m. All right? So, with that being said, you are going to do that until you can stir this and everything has dried out. You want everything to be dry. Now, what you'll find with magnolia leaves is that over time, like after you pluck them, they'll get kind of and see, I picked these today, and you don't want that. You do not want this. You want to make sure everything is dry so that it crisps back up, gets brittle again. And what you'll do then is you can take your fork and beat everything up until it's grinded all together like a powder. Some of y'all have a mortar and pestle. Y'all can use that if you want to. I have a coffee bean grinder. You can use that as well. And then what you do after it's a powder is you can take petition papers. Even though the magnolia leaf was a petition, you can take petition papers and put it in there. Like you can take pictures of you and the other person, put it in there. Once it gets to the point where they're coming back around, if you're trying to reignite something, or once it gets to the point where you got them because you were trying to attract someone, then you take a little bit of that powder and you sprinkle it across the doorstep. You sprinkle it near the sofa because that's where things usually start getting a little wanting. Or you sprinkle it around the bedroom to guarantee a good night. All right. Now, that right there. And once you're done, put this in a jar. Save it for later. There, you've got a very strong love drawing working and then a love drawing powder. It works for attraction. Really, the possibilities are endless. You're only limited by your imagination. Thank y'all so much for the idea. You guys have been amazing. I am going to announce the date both for the next webinar. The next webinar is going to be oil lamps, how to construct and work an oil lamp for a bunch of different scenarios, occasions, and also when you guys can just come down and maybe we'll have like a maybe a meetup or y'all just come shop, okay? But with that being said, I like I think y'all gonna like this video. Let me know in the comment section, and I will be adding recorded video, and email readings to the shop. Y'all take a look at it. You guys have been amazing. Everyone in the chat, members only. You guys have been amazing. Y'all have a good one. Profit out. Have to salute with the wrong hand because shoulder. But anyway, y'all get it. Profit out.